Hi everyone, Tracy here from Paper Closet Designs and the Idea Closet. Today I'm really excited. I'm going to show you how to put together, how to assemble this box card. It's a Christmas fireplace. We're doing Christmas in July, but might be closer to Christmas where you're watching this. And I'm just going to show you how to put it together. It's really simple, but it does have a lot of layers, and it also has layers on the top like most box cards, but it also has layers on the bottom so that you can get, if I can get in here, you can see the fireplace and everything. This is a fun little card. It does fold flat, so you can fold it flat, and then it fits in a 6.5-inch square envelope to mail, and then when the recipient receives it, they can just pop it up and display it wherever they want. You can also put a nice little message or anything here on the back if you wanted to. Let's go ahead and get started, and I'll show you how to do this little project. All right, you ready to get started and build this box? It's super easy. Before we do it, I want to give you one little secret that I use, not necessarily with this box, but with a lot of my projects. It's kind of hard to see, but if you can see this, it is a thin piece of plastic. What it actually is a cutting board, or a cutting mat, I guess, that I got at the dollar store. There was 2 of them in a pack, and I love these for protecting my work surface because if glue or something gets spilled on them, they just wipe right off. So that's my little tip for the day. Okay, so here is our box card, and I'm just going to show you what I've done so far. All of the pieces come, and the first thing you're going to do is you're going to layer them. So this is piece number 1. And it has the small present and the 3 logs. And the way that you'll know how to layer these is if I flip it over to the back, you'll see that this piece just cuts out solid, and then you'll glue and assemble all of your little layers. Now I will warn you, this card has some small pieces. They're not extremely tiny. The Silhouette, the Cricut, will be able to cut them out, but they are a little bit tiny. So as you cut things out, you'll want to put them on a mat or something so that you don't lose them. And then you're going to glue your inside pieces first. So this is number 1. It has the wood and the small gift. Set that right there. This is number 2. It has the 2 pieces of fire flame, the larger gift, and the star. This one is your back piece, and it has the 1 large flame and then your candle with another flame. Once you layer all of these, then you're going to fold them on the perforation or the... Okay, sorry, my camera died and I had to go change the batteries. So once you get all your pieces layered, you're going to want to score them. So on the first piece, you're going to bend these little tabs towards you, and you're going to do the same thing on the second piece. You're going to bend them towards you. On the third piece, you're going to bend them back, and I'll show you why we do that in just a minute. This is your front of your card piece, and I already glued the front piece to it. So then we're going to bend these pieces back and these tabs back. This is your mantle piece, and they're going to get glued right on the front. And then this is the back of your card. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'll turn the camera back on. Okay. You also have some other layered pieces. You have your little garland that goes on the front. It'll go right there. And then you have 3 little socks, and the top and the bottom will need to be glued on. These are your little tiny pieces, and they will actually go right there on the front of your mantle. I'm not going to glue those on yet until after the card is assembled, but you can put those together. And then you'll also have your wreath that has the holly and the berry on it, and this will go about right there on your card on your back, but I will... The other thing that I did was I went ahead and added a tape runner to the tabs on all of my my little insert pieces. And now I'm going to do the same on my back piece. I'm going to put a tape runner here and a tape runner there. Okay, now we're ready to assemble our box. Let me show you really quick on this piece right here, the frame for the mantle, or the frame for the firebox. I ran it through my my Big Shot and an embossing folder. I did that on the wood, and I also did that on my back piece right here. I did not do it on these sample pieces, but on this demo I did. So that's the difference. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is, after this is all done, our little first layer is all layered, I'm going to open this up to this side, and I'm going to glue this piece to right here. And just make sure that those all match up nice and neat, like that. And then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to bring it over here and match it up there. Oops, it came apart. And actually, I use a stronger tape when I'm doing this for reels. This was easier. So there is your first layer. It has your little gift and your wood. So we're going to do the same thing now with our second layer. This is why these are folded up towards you. I'm going to flip this over and then put this so that this edge is right up against this edge right here, like that. Stick it really good. Fold it over. Same thing. We want the edge here to go against the edge of the first layer. And whoops, it's not on there very straight. Still not on there very straight. Okay, then we're going to take our last piece, and this time the edges are folded back because we're going to, sorry, let me just get that going. There we go. Because then these pieces, the edge of that flap is going to go right against the crease line in the back, right like that. And then the same on this side, right like that. So that when it stands up, there are your 3 layers, and you can see your wood and your fire. You can also see your small gift, your large gift, your star, and your candle. And then all we're going to do is flip this over and then take our back piece and glue it right on there to the back of those flaps, like that. Make sure that you've got a really good crease. And this is really, it's the tape runner I'm using. I use this one. I would use the tacky tape or even glue when I do box cards. In fact, I almost always do glue when I do the box cards, but I didn't do it this time because it's a little quicker to do the tape runner. So there is your card. And then all you'll do is you're going to decorate the front of that and the back with your, there's your wreath. I'm going to glue it right there. On this one, I actually put it on with the pop dots so that it stood out a little bit, but you can just glue it right on there. Oh, my glue's back right out. On the back. And then you'll do the same thing with your little garland. We're going to glue it on there. And it doesn't take a whole lot. I just kind of did my 3 ends. Just glue it on there. All nice and cute. And then, of course, you'll glue your little stockings. And you could, if you had really pretty writing and could write teeny tiny, you could put names on these little socks. How cute would that be? You could do the white part with glitter paper or whatever you want. I'm not going to bend this because things are still wet, but there is your box card. They really do go together fairly easy, quickly. The only thing is some of those parts, like on your sock and your little holly berries, are kind of tiny. But other than that, that's just a fun little card. Thank you for joining me today.